everyone. In today's video, I'm going to talk all about curating my wardrobe and finding my personal style. And this video is very similar to the video that I filmed recently on curating my home and finding my home decor style. A lot of the tips that I'm going to talk about in this video go hand in hand with that video because it all has to do with finding your personal style. I feel like once you kind of get the gist of it and you understand what it is that you like and what it is that you're not going to get tired of in a couple of months, everything else is really simple and you can kind of play around with the things that you buy. But today I'm just going to share my tips with you and the steps that I've kind of followed to have a wardrobe full of pieces that I truly love and that I know are going to stand the test of time. So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. I strongly believe that sure, you can probably curate your wardrobe without making wish lists, but it is going to be like 100 times more difficult for you to do it. You're bound to overshop, you're bound to impulse buy, and you're bound to just start gathering things that you are not going to end up using that much and that you're not going to be happy with in a couple of months. So I strongly believe in making wish lists. I also mentioned this in my previous video, and my absolute favorite application to make wish lists is ShopTagger, and this video is actually in collaboration with ShopTagger. The previous video wasn't, and I mentioned ShopTagger in that video, but this video is. I immediately accepted because I have been using them for so long already and I do not know what I was doing before I used them. So if you guys aren't familiar with what ShopTagger is, it's just a website to make wish lists. Very simple, but very handy. I promise you. I go on it and I make separate wish lists every season. What I love the most about ShopTagger, and they also have this option on the phone, and I'll show you both, but you can link them to your toolbar. So you can add their little icon to your toolbar, and whenever you're browsing on any website, you can just click on the little toolbar and it'll add whatever it is that you want to add to your wish list into ShopTagger. So you have the ability to get notified if it's back in stock. And I can't tell you how many times this thing has helped me whenever I'm like on the hunt for something, and 9 times out of 10, whenever I really like something, it's sold out. Or you can also get notified if something has gone on sale. Whatever the case is, it's just amazing. Very similarly, on your phone, you can also add it to your toolbar. So if you're on a website and you just swipe up, you get like this little menu on the bottom and you just slide and ShopTagger will show up there. So you just click on it and it'll add it in a very similar way that it did in the computer, and you have the option to click if you want to get notified if it's back in stock. You can put your size as well, which is very helpful. And I'll leave a link to ShopTagger in the description, but you can find it on your app store, or you can just go on shoptagger.com and make an account, and it is so incredibly simple. I really like Pinterest. I like to go on there for every season, to see what's trending or what's not. When we're talking about starting from scratch and not having an idea of like what really represents you and what you truly love and truly gravitate towards and what you really want your entire wardrobe to consist of, if you're starting from scratch, then you have to start pinning like a madman. And it doesn't necessarily have to be Pinterest. Like, you can go on Instagram, and if you follow certain people that you really love, or a lot of stores have very like well curated Instagrams, very inspirational pictures of all of their pieces and stuff. You can get inspiration from just about anywhere. But what you want to do is grab things, kind of like if you're making a mood board, just grab things, make boards on Pinterest. You're just trying to get a good idea of what it is that you truly love in style or in clothes, like what it is that you gravitate towards. What are the colors that you feel like you can use over and over again and not get tired of? So at this point, you just want to gather as much inspiration as you possibly can and understand your base wardrobe. Don't look at trends, don't look at very heavily patterned things unless that's something that you know you're gonna love for many years and you're not gonna get tired of. But just try to find your basics. For me, that is neutrals, and For the most part, I think I have gotten rid of almost all color from my wardrobe, and I only have a couple of pops of colors here and there because there are certain seasons where I just like certain trends, or like if there's a pop of color or something and I feel like I'm not gonna get tired of it. Once I make my wish lists, I sleep on everything. Okay, I do not buy a pencil without sleeping on it. I need to sleep on things. I need to make sure that I'm gonna love that thing, especially if I'm spending hundreds of dollars on it. I need to make sure that I'm gonna love it for a very long time. So I like to sleep on things, and I have talked myself out of so many purchases before. Almost always I'm happy that I did. So I can't recommend sleeping on things enough. It is something that is gonna save you from spending money on things that you don't truly love, especially trendier pieces that are like expensive and stuff like that, but we will get into that in a little bit. What people do is that they go like cold turkey and they just want to get rid of everything and then buy these things that look amazing on other people, and then they wear it themselves and the colors don't complement them, or the fabrics don't look good on them, or it just doesn't work out for them. So they have to go back to the drawing board. That's why I recommend testing the waters. You have a good understanding of what you want your wardrobe to look like because you've gathered out of this inspiration, and you've made your wish lists, and you've slept on it, and you've purchased a couple of things, and you've worn these things over and over again, and you know that this is something you can stick to, and it's something that you really, really want to start integrating into your entire wardrobe. Once you have tested your waters, now it's time to clean out your closet. So if you guys haven't seen my closet declutter video, I will link that video. But I do a large closet declutter once a year, and then throughout the year I do like small decluttering of things that I know that I'm just not getting a lot of use out of, so I'll either sell them or donate them. And I really can't recommend doing this enough. There are people who do not go through their wardrobe for like years and years, and then they have like this accumulation of clothes that they just don't know what to do with. Try to clean out your closet at least once a year. Don't just throw things away. Ask yourself, okay, why am I not wearing this? Is it the fit? Is it the style? Is it the color? Like, what is it about this that I do not like? And then learn from that, you know? Do not buy things like that anymore. I can't tell you how many things I've purchased in like a specific color, and then I think that I like that color a lot, but I kept sticking it in the back of my closet year after year, and I just wasn't getting any use, but I kept purchasing it. So I wasn't learning from the fact that I just wasn't wearing that. Sounds dumb, but you'll be surprised how many times you subconsciously do this. Or you'll buy like 17 different styles of white tees or something, and then there's only one that you really like the way that it fits, but you keep buying like 17 different other types of white tees, and you don't learn that this one is the one that you like, and this is the style that fits your body good, and this is the one that you should really, you know, invest in, because you're just wasting your money on all of these other ones that are just sitting in your closet because you don't like how it fits or whatever. So learn from yourself, learn from your closet, learn from your mistakes. Once you start getting in the habit of doing this, you're going to understand yourself even further, and you're going to build on your personal style. So now you have made your wish lists, you have looked at patterns, you have your foundation wardrobe, you've cleaned out your closet, and at this point you know what you like already. And I know that this video is not long, but you have to think of these steps as a process. So for me, this took me like 2 years to get to this step. So don't feel like this is something that you can do overnight by just watching this video. Like, it took me a very, very long time to really understand what it is that I like before I can truly start playing around. I know that my wardrobe is very neutral and stuff, but I like to give into trends here and there, and trends are fine. But like I mentioned in my home decor video, you can follow trends, but shop intelligently. Before I implemented all of these steps into my lifestyle, I would buy things and spend so much money on them. Like, for example, a royal blue biker jacket I had in my closet for so long, never wore it. I wasn't consciously shopping. I wasn't really putting things into a wish list and sleeping on them and really talking myself either into buying it or out of buying it. So if you do not want to spend less money on things and you want to shop sustainably and you would rather just buy things that are more expensive but they're well made or they're ethically made and things like that, I totally understand that. If you're gonna go that route, then make your wish list and sleep on it for a very long time and make sure that that trend is something that you know that you're not gonna get tired of, so you don't mind spending money on it. But when I like a trend, what I like to do is purchase something that's a little bit more inexpensive. For example, I have a polka dot dress, just things that I find that are a little bit less expensive, and then I test my waters before giving into it. And same thing with my cat eye glasses. I purchased a couple of inexpensive ones to test the waters and see if this is something that really flatters me and if it's something that I can see myself wearing for many years. And I've gotten to a point where I love them so much that I wouldn't mind spending a little bit more money, but I'm glad that I tested my waters. So yeah, it's all trial and error. You can definitely experiment and play around and have fun with it. That's what style is about, like having fun with it, but do it consciously. First, be 110% sure of what your personal style is and what you really truly love before you even think about shopping trendy. And then once you feel like you are ready to shop trendy, then do so, but just do it consciously. Don't just go and buy a million trendy things. That brings me to my next point, which is shopping sprees. Just try to avoid going on blind shopping sprees. If you're gonna go to the mall, make a list or your same wish list and go to the mall and get the things that you've really wanted and you've really slept on. But don't go and blindly shop. If you want to like therapy shop, go for it. Who am I to tell you not to? But this is a video about curating your wardrobe. So that's like what I'm trying to do here. But shopping sprees, I think I mentioned this in my previous home decor video as well. Stores are designed to sell. So the moment that you walk in, you're gonna see a bunch of mannequins accessorized to perfection. You're gonna see like a beautiful seasonal layout, and you're just gonna be overwhelmed and you're gonna want to buy everything because everything looks so beautiful. And half of the times, a lot of the things are very trendy because that's what stores do. It's very rare to find a store that is completely composed of classic pieces or that is like completely composed of your personal style. So you're gonna walk in and you're gonna be tempted. So why would you do that to yourself? Unless you're like the most strong-willed person in the world, why would you expose yourself to like all of these beautiful things? Especially if you're like trying to save money or shop a little bit more consciously. If you are gonna go to the mall, and I do this all the time, I make a list on my phone and I usually get this list off of my wish list, and it's been on there for a while and I know that these are things that I really need, and then that's when I go to the mall and I just start checking things off my wish list. Kind of like when I go to the grocery store, same thing. And it has really helped me condense my closet and only purchase things that I really truly love and I'm really gonna get a lot of use out of. Just don't put yourself into the temptation. I sound like a priest or something. I'm still working on it. I do not have the world's most condensed wardrobe. I definitely have condensed it a lot. If you guys ever saw my closet at my parents' house, you would know. I did a closet tour in that closet and it's like twice the size of this one, and I share this one. I didn't share my previous closet. So I'm very happy with my wardrobe at the moment and I'm still working on it. And I do want to make my way to shopping more sustainably, but I mean, I give in every now and then, especially for trendier pieces. So that is everything for this video. I hope that you guys learned a thing or two. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys haven't seen the video that I made on curating my home and finding my home decor style and you are into home decor, be sure to check that video out and I will see you guys in my next video. I'm constantly icon in your toolbar So if you guys are interested, just keep watching. So yes, closet cleanouts, can't recommend. So yes, closet cleanouts, because you don't because sometimes a lot of because sometimes, yeah, it takes time.